So, how do we come up with a coherent theory of free will? Well, we tend to start with a distinction between event causation and agent causation. Event causation is when event A causes event B. Okay? The event of the hurricane caused the event of the orphanage collapsing. The event of the ball flying through the air caused the event of the window crashing. Determinism has all and only event causation. Okay, the beginning of time, we had event A. And that, in conjunction with the laws of nature, event A caused event B, which caused event C, which caused event D, which caused event E, which caused event F, etc., etc., etc. The point is that there is no room for anything else. There is only event causation for determinism. But there's another kind of causation that the libertarians call for, and that's agent causation, where agent S causes event B. I threw the ball, so I caused the window to break. Libertarianism has both of these kinds of causation, okay? Libertarianism has both of them, okay? Because there is, in fact, event causation. Hurricanes do cause floods. Droughts do cause crops to die. Okay? There is event causation in the world. That's undeniable. But agent causation is also in the world, our libertarians say. I cause things to happen. I throw balls. I make sandwiches. I plant flowers. Okay? So if I throw balls, I cause the window to break. If I make sandwiches, I cause the kids to eat. If I plant flowers, I cause the garden to grow. There is both event and agent causation in the world. Free will comes from agent causation. Okay? Free will is a product of or a part of agent causation. When agents cause events, they act freely. So it's the introduction of agent causation that allows the libertarians to say we have free will. Now, agent causation can be described in a couple of different ways. Different theories of free will are going to say different things about agent causation. Richard Taylor tends to think that the word causation is actually a bad one, because when we think of causation, we sort of automatically think of causation in the sense of event causation. Usually something physical encountering something else physical, and, energies transferred and etc. Well, that doesn't work in our case because, as we just saw, the explanation of what a mental state is, a thought is something we're still working on. But Taylor says a lot of the mystery can go away if we stop using the word cause. Yes, we say agent causation, but we shouldn't say I caused the window to break. What we should say instead, he says, are things like I initiated the action or I originated the action that resulted in the window breaking. Okay, I initiated the throwing of the ball, which resulted in the window breaking. He says that we get too caught up on understanding what it is I do that causes physical things to happen in my brain that result in messages being sent to my body and muscles expand and contract and I throw the ball across the air. When I think about, what I do to make my brain start that process, I'm not going to come up with an explanation. But he says, when I focus on the word cause, that's exactly what I want. I want to know, how did I start the process in my brain? Like if consider your computer or your smartphone, you start a program by clicking on an icon or tapping on an icon, right? Well, there are no icons that I click on to start processes in my brain. So if I can start a process in my brain, but I'm not doing anything, how am I causing it? So he says, stop using the word cause. Instead, just talk about initiating or originating. I initiate the act. But that seems a little strange, right? I mean, he hasn't really given us an explanation of how we start that process. He's just changing his terminology. So then Timothy O'Connor offers us a slightly different story. Timothy O'Connor says that we have volition-enabling properties. We have volition-enabling properties that basically are those things that allow us to cause. So when I make a decision to do something, my volition-enabling property, it's just a property that we all have. We're born with it. It's just part of us, the way the ability to see green is, okay? It's just one of those things. And when I make a decision, it triggers that volition-enabling property, which causes the action.